A small act, yet enough to change a life, and soon the whole world notices. Taylor Swift once shared, "No matter what happens in life, be good to people. Being good to people is a wonderful legacy to leave behind." True power doesn't lie in wealth or fame, but in the ability to spread kindness. Even the tiniest act of goodness can ripple far beyond imagination, leaving a lasting mark in the hearts of others. An 11-year-old boy, Trevor, stumbled upon a simple idea: help 3 people and ask them to help 3 others. At first, it was only small deeds, a meal, a kind word, a helping hand. But soon, those acts of kindness spread like seeds, growing into a movement, touching millions, and proving that legacy isn't always material. Sometimes, it's a heart willing to give. People often say, one small act cannot change the world. But that's only because they've never stood in chaos, watched a tiny flame ignite in darkness, and seen it grow into a blaze of light. Trevor, 11, lived in a city divided by poverty, violence, and simmering resentment. His parents argued constantly. Neighbors slammed doors at night. School felt like a box, trapping forgotten dreams. One day in social studies class, the teacher gave a seemingly simple assignment: think of a way to make the world better. While the class frowned and doodled, Trevor quietly remembered moments from his grandfather at the hospital. Small kindnesses from his family to homeless children, and an idea struck. What if I help 3 people, and each of them helps 3 others? That tiny, almost naive spark became an arrow aimed straight at the heart of society. On day 1, Trevor helped an elderly woman carry her groceries onto the bus. She smiled, handed him a mint, and said, "You remind me of my own children long ago." He continued, heart alight. The next day, he defended a bullied classmate. "Stop hurting him." The boy, unprotected until now, burst into tears. Trevor felt a stirring inside. Not power, not glory, but light. But the world wasn't easy. Others mocked him. Just a kid. What difference can you make? Trevor felt disheartened. That night, staring at the scuffed ceiling, he whispered, "Why bother? How can one act stand against the whole world?" Then he remembered his mother's words, "Goodness is never lost, dear, it's just waiting to bloom." The next day, he began again, not for praise, not for fame, but because he believed in the multiplying power of kindness. And then magic happened. A boy Trevor helped began aiding someone else. A grandmother who received a gift bought bread for another homeless child. Small acts stacked upon one another like bricks, building a wall of light across a dark city. Day 1, 2, 10. Within a year, the city felt the shift. Smiles returned to parks, buses, and diners. A former teacher said, "That boy reminded me I once dreamed of a better world." Trevor was no longer just a nameless child, but he didn't care. He saw faces brightened, steps steadier, and a miracle: renewed faith in humanity. The climax came at the school's awards ceremony, where Trevor received the Community Action Award. Reporters asked, "What do you think about the Pay It Forward movement you started?" He looked around, friends, neighbors, the elderly woman on the bus, the bullied boy, and smiled. "I didn't do anything. You all did. I just started it. We can all create miracles if we dare to begin." The auditorium erupted in applause. Yet Trevor thought only of his grandmother in the hospital, who taught him that kindness is true power. Weeks later, the school launched a citywide Pay It Forward program. The acts continued, from one class to another, from one town to the next. No money, no authority, only belief in the ripple of kindness. One boy, one idea, and one heart changed a community. Even the smallest act of kindness is never wasted. It's like a pebble in a pond, creating endless ripples. As Taylor Swift said, "Kindness is a lasting legacy, not wealth, fame, or power. Plant goodness, and hearts will be the fertile soil for it to grow." Think, what can you do today to change someone's life? A small act, a kind word, a caring gesture. Do you dare to start your own chain of kindness? And if someone once gave you an invisible gift, will you be the one to pass it on today?